think that there's something that the mainstream sort of clubbing, legitimate clubbing thing can learn from the free practice scene, in the sense that, you know, when you're getting searched on the way in, you might be researched for weapons, you wouldn't necessarily be searched for drugs particularly. And you rarely ever see deaths at these underground events.
No.
However, when you have a highly sort of controlled scenario like a nightclub, like where they're searching, they're really going for it, people are worried. We've seen in the past that people, inexperienced people might have taken their drugs before they go in too fast. That if you get hands off on drug possession, it seems to reduce the actual medical emergencies around it.
And even having testing kits and on site, I think that's the biggest thing. Like most of these parties I went to, the big ones have people that are actively testing drugs. And they're like, oh, I found this baggie, what is it? And they're like, oh, this is MCAT, do not take this. Okay. Unless you want to. But then these are the risks, and to provide them with like an educated like list of things. But then you go to fabric and a baggie falls out your pocket, and the security are chucking you out before that hits the ground. And it's like, it's so uncalled for, it makes people scared. And like you said, if they take something too soon or too quickly, it can really put them like in a bad state. It's
not just that. If someone's measuring out a bit of ket to take, for instance, but they're in a nightclub, they're in a corner, and they're like, shit, the bouncer's coming, blah, blah, blah. So they might not be able to get the dose they want because they're rushing, you know? But that doesn't happen when your hands off on possession of drugs and you just focus on everyone's well-being.